I can't tell you enough, guys. 18 years of pain. 18 years. And now. Good morning. It's Wednesday, November 6th here in Japan. Still November 5th. Election night in the USA. And the world's lit up right now with the elections in America. And Peanut the squirrel and Fred the raccoon story going off. Oh, it's so good. Praying for the elections in America, praying for people in America, regardless of your skin color or your race. America needs to be fixed. It's very badly broken. So praying for all of you people over there. I want to tell you guys a couple of things that happened recently. Some of you may or may not know. Earlier this year, I decided to give my life back to Jesus Christ. I know what you're thinking, oh, here we go, another religious nut job, like he's going to stop posting saying how wonderful life is with Jesus. And it is. In 2006, I was at Universal Studios Japan in Osaka with my then wife and our son, who was approximately 5 years old at the time. And at USJ, I think they still have this. They have the Jurassic Park ride, and if you've ever been to Universal Studios, not just in Japan but in America as well, they have the Jurassic Park ride where you basically go around like the dinosaur kingdom area. It's supposed to represent the Jurassic Park basically, and then the finale is you go up this big ramp and T-Rex comes out and you think he's going to just about to get you, and then you drop. Well, what happened was that day, basically, as the ride is going down, I'm holding on to my son, Samuel, not realizing just how much G-force is in that drop. It's pretty considerable. I turned sideways to hold him in because he was saying that he thought he was going to fall out. So I turned sideways and then we dropped and the G-force really hit hard. And in the picture that was taken of us as we're going down, I don't have the picture. My ex-wife has the picture, or she may have thrown it away because I'm in it. You know how that works if you divorced. So you can see the pain on my face. So what happened was they do tell you to sit straight, sit back in your chair and hold on tight. I was sitting sideways as the drop came, not realizing it was just about to hit. And basically I did some damage to a nerve in my back, which affected my right leg. And ever since that day, my right leg was kind of numb, kind of like the feeling like if you put your hand on your skin, you can feel your skin, right? But if you put something over the skin, you can still feel your hand there, but it's clearly not the same. You can feel there's something between. And that's how it felt for me on that day, from that day, since 2006. And it was getting progressively worse to the point where last week I was having trouble standing up. I was having trouble walking. Actually, the last several weeks, but last week progressively worse to the point where if I stepped out the car, there was a shooting pain going right through the back of my hip. And it felt like my bone was going to come out of the skin. It was really painful. And since 2006, I had problems. Like if I stood for too long a period of time, my leg would go numb. It would get like a tingly feeling, then go hot, and then go numb. And I would look at my leg, and the skin would be white. It'd be icy cold. Even though it felt hot, it would be icy cold to the touch. Almost to a point I could literally get a fork and stab my leg, or jab my leg, not stab it, obviously I'm not stupid, but jab my leg and not feel it. And it just got worse and worse. And I know I should have gone to like a chiropractor or something over the years, but there was times when it didn't happen for a long time, and then it happened again, and it didn't happen for a long time. But the numb feeling was always there. That feeling was always there. So recently, earlier this year, just realizing that doing things my way wasn't working, and being a Christian that had really kind of lapsed into his old ways, I got fed up with the old ways, and I decided to make a commitment to give my life back to Jesus Christ. And I'm not going to claim that I'm a brilliant Christian. I don't always follow the rules. I don't, always do what I'm supposed to do. But I did start reading my Bible earlier this year, taking notes and like highlighting parts in the Bible, putting little sticky notes in as reminders of, if I need to, again, like remind myself of something or read something again, then it's there. And it's been a great journey. I don't have the craving for alcohol anymore. I still like a drink with dinner, but I've really, really limited myself now, and I don't always enjoy it. I'd rather have some water or juice or, coffee or tea or something. The desire to read my Bible every day, and I don't read it every day, but the desire is there, the desire is there. I just don't read it every day. So I was praying about my leg, and this past weekend we went down to my sister-in-law's in Kyushu, down to Fukuoka City. Well, we stopped in Kokura first. Kokura is very busy, compact little city. There used to be a place called Space World there, and I took my first son Samuel there when he was a small child, and it was okay. It was kind of getting old and dilapidated then. Some of the things didn't work at the time, but anyway, Space World ended up closing down, and they've since built the outlets, which is, if you don't know what the outlets is like a massive outdoor shopping area. They have one in Hiroshima, one in Fukuoka now, and it was massive. The place is massive. But we went there the day before yesterday, and on Saturday we went to what used to be Space World. They have a science museum and the Natural History Museum of Life, and it was amazing. It was amazing. The museum was amazing. Could spend hours in there. We did spend hours in there. We spent my boys and my wife and my sister-in-law, they went off and did their own thing, and I was walking around, hobbling around. I was in so much pain. I actually thought about getting a wheelchair to wheel myself around in because I was in so much pain. And at some point during the day, I remember thinking, I've prayed about my leg, and maybe God's answer is go to a chiropractor. And so I thought, okay, I know where there's a good one. I did a wedding on Saturday morning before we went down to Kokura. Right, no, sorry, I'm getting mixed up. Saturday was the wedding. I did a wedding. I also do, not so much anymore, not since post-pandemic. I used to do weddings. I'm a licensed minister, and I do wedding ceremonies here in Japan. This was the first wedding in about a year. For the place where I did the wedding, it was their first Christian style wedding in, I think, also about a year, because one of the singers told me she hadn't been there for a long time. Anyway, I did the wedding, came home. That's right, because we had the typhoon coming through on Friday and Saturday, and we went down to Kokura on Sunday. So Kokura, the museum was on Sunday, and shopping at the outlets was on Monday, and I was back at work yesterday. And today I have a day off because Monday was a national holiday, so my Wednesday students have to do Monday classes today, so I get a day off, hence doing the laundry. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna go to the chiropractor. There's a chiropractor right next to the wedding place. I know where to go. I'm gonna go check that out, see if they can't find how to fix this problem with my leg and my hip, because it felt like sometimes my hip was gonna come off. And Sunday night, staying at my sister-in-law's, and we're sleeping on the futons. I slept on the floor. For some reason, something told me only use one pillow. I normally use two, but I used one. And I woke up in the morning, and my leg was completely healed. No pain. I was able to stand up straight. I was able to walk naturally, not like an old man hobbling around, which has been the case recently. And it's been great. I've literally been like running around after my kids. I've been walking normally. It's been great. So I give thanks to God and Jesus Christ for healing my leg. I can't tell you enough, guys. 18 years of pain. 18 years of pain. And now it feels no, it's like this now, not like this. So praise God for that. Thank you, Jesus. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. The yearning I've got for reading my Bible now, the things I'm seeing, the lessons I'm being taught, and following the advice in the Bible. Oh my goodness, seriously. Some people might think, oh, it's just a story. There's a story that was written over 1,400 years by different authors, 66 books in the Bible, all written over a span of 1,400 years. And the references going backwards and forwards over time is just unbelievable. Now, some people might say, well, that happens in history. You pass a story down and it sticks. And well, no, it's not simply that. It's people who never met people who got the same messages, the same advice, the same information going out from different people, different time eras that didn't know each other. Don't take my word for it. You know, you've got nothing to lose by reading the Bible. And I'm seeing like a lot of posts come up on social media, in my TikTok and YouTube, people who were atheists and they call themselves scientists and atheists, and they say, well, as a scientist, my job is to look at all the information. And one of the ways they did that was to read the Bible. And this one lady in particular, she said she decided to give herself a year to read the Bible. She read it from front to back. And even though you might think some of the stories in the Bible are irrelevant, especially in the Old Testament, the stories give a really good characterization of who God really is and what He wants for us in this world. So anyway, she said she read the Bible back to front, and she's since read it 23 times and learned something new every single time. Other people have said the same. Right now I'm looking at Proverbs. There's a lot of wisdom in Proverbs. It's just full of advice for life. You don't have to be a Christian to follow this advice. It certainly helps, but you don't have to be, because it's like about being human. It's about being the character that God created you to be. I have another story that I want to put out at another time. That one involves a vision I had approximately 12 years ago. And I've never told anybody about it except my wife. If you follow stories about near-death experiences, when I do the video about the vision, you'll understand that it was absolutely 100% real. I'm going to save that for another time. But anyway, look guys, I just wanted to put that out there. My leg is 100% healed, and I'm even wearing shorts today. That's my knee. It's pretty cold outside. It's 17 Celsius. Winter is slowly making its way in, and the only reason I'm wearing shorts is because all my long pants are in the laundry. God healed my leg. I enjoy my job more, a little bit more. It's just better, and this is a miracle that it's now proven. I don't know what else to say to you guys. It was a great weekend. Did the wedding. Yeah, had a great time with the family. As for the outlets in Kokura, if you have kids, there's lots of little play areas around the shopping parts, but you've really got to keep an eye on your kids, because nothing's fenced off. And my youngest ran off several times and we panicked and couldn't find him, and then he just showed up. You've got to keep an eye on your kids. The outlets in Hiroshima doesn't have play areas, so I prefer that one, to be honest. It's easier to get around. This one in Kokura just seemed, I don't know, maybe better to go on a day when it's not a national holiday, so it's not so busy and there's no kids running around like there was on Monday, because they were everywhere. But yeah, anyway, we had a great time. Jesus was with us and healed my leg, like I say. Drove down there and back in the Serena. Car did really well. But look guys, I'm not out here to preach to you, because I know how that looks. I know how that comes across. However, I feel like it is my duty to tell you about my experience. And even if it's just something that might resonate with you a tiny bit, it might be the answer you're looking for. Yeah, you're human. Doesn't matter your skin color, where you're from, or your current religious affiliation. God doesn't care about whether you're Catholic or Protestant, Muslim, Jew, Hindu, or Buddhist. He doesn't care. He made you the way you are, and he wants to speak to you. So I'm putting that out there. I can tell you something else too. I've been sleeping much better recently. I mean, like, really well. Really, really well. There you go, guys. I just wanted to put that message out. I just feel like I had to tell people. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Like I say, I'm not here to preach to you, to tell you to convert and to become a Christian. It's entirely your choice what you do. I'm just telling you what worked for me and what happened to me. But anyway, guys, that's all I have to say today. So thanks for watching, and take care, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Bye.